Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for watching the old video. The old video, my first video. And I guess now it's an old video, my only video. Thank you very much for watching my first video. Let's start now. So my idea now is that I want to do an illustration. Let me show you. I have one of my illustrations here. Just started. You can't see it very well because it's too light, but here on this sheet of paper I trace one of my how can I say, well, my signature illustrations stencil. I have a stencil for, I'm gonna show you this later when I have the overhead view. So I make these illustrations. I'm gonna put some examples here. I make these illustrations that show my character, my bear Chico. All the illustrations, they all have always the same size, and the silhouette is always the same size, centered in the middle of the sheet. So I haven't done one in a while, and I need to make more. I always make them unique so my clients can collect them and they know that they have the only one. And my clients, they like buying 2 or 3, they like having at least a pair of them. So I haven't made one in a while. I think the last time I made one was at the end of 2023, maybe like November 2023. So now it's July 2024. So I definitely need to make more. So I have an idea more or less what I want to do, but I'm not sure. I'm going to make this with not a very clear idea. My idea is to paint this with the colors of the sky. I want to try a gradient. I want to do a blue sky with clouds, and I want to do a gradient of blues, different blues. I'm going to paint this with watercolors. This is my palette, my watercolor palette. So I want to show you what I have, and let's just start. Okay, overhead view. Let's start. Let me show you a little bit what I have here. So this here, this is a 600 gram cold press sheet of watercolor paper, cotton, 100% cotton watercolor paper. I'm using it on the rough side. You know, this one has 2 sides. One is a little smoother and this one has a lot more texture. I wanted to use the texture one. I like having the texture. I prefer cold press watercolor paper, honestly, because I like the texture. I think it's cute. Let me show you here. I have my watercolor palette. I think that this is technically like a travel palette because it has here in the bottom, it has this thing so you can hold it like this, you see. But I feel like this is too big for like a portable palette. I feel this is too big, so I just use it as a studio palette. I have it here with all these colors. These are half pans. I have only one full size pan here, and this here, these are the colors that I have in my palette. They are in the same order. The only color that here is repeated is this one, because here it's using 2 spaces because this is the only full pan. So here is repeated. This is repeated. So I have been using this configuration of colors, this color palette, for a long time now. I would say like maybe 3 years. Normally, before I used to update it with new colors. You know, when I would get tired of one color, I would just swap it for something else. But I feel very comfortable with this palette. But I have a couple of colors that I want to get rid of. For example, here I have this golden watercolor from Holbein, and it's a beautiful color. It's right here. It's a beautiful color, but I don't use it. I really don't use it. So I guess one day I'm gonna do a review. I'm gonna review all this, and I'm gonna get rid of this one and swap it for something different. I feel like I'm lacking, I don't know, like maybe some browns, like darker browns. I don't know if I have a burnt umber. I don't think I have one. Maybe, yeah. I think I'm missing browns, but I have like lots of greens. You see, I love greens. One day we should talk about the colors, right? We should talk about colors because I really like talking about watercolors. Mostly all these colors are Holbein. I don't know if you can actually like pause here and let me see. Maybe you can see the names because I have all the names and brands of the colors written below. You see? So my idea today was painting this bear. I guess you can see it, but very faintly. Painted this bear with a gradient of blues to make like a dramatic sky. So my idea was using this Prussian blue on top, and then maybe going to this Daniel Smith French ultramarine. Well, this Prussian blue is from Holbein. Going to the French ultramarine, then maybe going to Holbein Verditer blue, and finishing with this lavender, Holbein lavender, that is a little purple. So this Prussian blue, it feels like it's closer to yellow, it's closer to green than to purple. So this gradient will go from like a greener blue to more purple blue. So it will be green, a little bit more purple. Actually, I don't know, this one is kind of green too. So maybe what we can do is actually just skipping this one. Maybe we can do this. So let's try it. So my idea, let me show you. Sometimes when I make gradients, what I do when I make gradients for my illustrations, what I do is that I do a little sample. I have this is like mixed media paper from one of these paper pads. I don't remember the brand, but this is cheap paper. So what I do is that I try with the colors, you know, the idea that I have, I try to replicate it here. So this test, I ended up making an illustration with this gradient. I'm gonna put it here on the screen. So yeah, let's try now. Let's just do a little sampling. So I'm gonna put my things here. Well, let me show you how today I'm using these brushes. These are cheap brushes, nothing special. I have this little watercolor palette that I made by myself. I showed it to you last time. This is actual ceramic, real ceramic. I don't know if I'm gonna use it now, and this is what I use the most for mixing. These are little plates, little dishes for sauces. You know that you can buy this at this Asian supermarket. This is for like soy sauce and things like that. You can buy them on Amazon very cheap. I bought like a pack of 20, super cheap. And I really like using this for mixing my colors. These are very easy to clean, and you keep, if you want to keep the colors separated, this is very cool for that. I always recommend this. These are cheap and accessible to everybody. So let's start. I have here clean water. I want to show you like all the colors and everything as I'm painting. So I'm gonna try to make this a little closer. Yes, right there. Here I have a little piece of paper towel. So what I do normally, for when I paint with my watercolors, what I do is that I have this spray. This is just water, and what I do is that I spray the entire thing. Like I'm gonna do just a couple of sprays. But since this time I'm not gonna use a lot of colors, what I'm gonna use is this dropper that I have here. Oh, actually, let me take this out of the way. This is a portable brush. I like it a lot. I don't know the brand. Let me see. It says Raphael. You know what? This one I got it very cheap, and I'm afraid that this is real bristle. I'm afraid. I only use synthetic because because it's cheaper, and also I try to not use anything animal for my art. But I feel like this one is actual like real bristle. I'm not sure, but it's a very good brush. I think that this might be my best brush, but I try not to use it much. So let me put it back here. Okay, so to activate my colors, what I do is that I use this dropper, and I just go like, oh, let me see. So the color that I want to use is the Prussian blue. Is this one? Like maybe like 6 drops, and then I want to use the. Now I'm not sure what I want. What I want to do. Well, definitely want to use this one, the Verditer blue. Also, I want to finish with the lavender that is here. Let's just reactivate this one too, the Daniel Smith French Ultramarine. Yeah, let's do that for now. And let's just give a little spritz to everything. There you go. So this spray bottle is from Holbein too. This was not a cheap spray bottle. It's just a spray bottle, but it's actually very good. The mist is very, very, very fine. It's almost like for cosmetic use, I feel. So I like it a lot. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna start with the Prussian blue. I'm gonna wet my brush here. Let me just check if it's clean. Yeah, it's clean. Yeah, I'm happy with this combination. I think that I'm gonna leave the gradient just like that, these 3 colors. So my idea is to let's try here. I don't think this is gonna work because it's too wet right now, but my idea for the clouds is to do some lifting. So the lifting technique is with a clean brush, then you go and you remove some of the paint like this. So my idea was to do something like this, and leave like a very painterly effect. I'm not looking for like super clean gradient or super realistic clouds. I'm looking for a painterly look on this illustration, because the bear is gonna have this gradient and these clouds, but after that, on top of this it's gonna have its face, and its face is gonna have flat colors. It's gonna look very graphic. So that's what I wanna do. I wanna have the contrast between like a very painterly, watery look, and the flat face that's gonna be painted with acrylic gouache. So yeah, why not? Let's see if I have enough time. So yeah, I like this color combination. You know, I should wait to see how this looks dry, but to me this is enough information. I know that I'm gonna like it, so I'm just gonna leave this test aside, and now I'm gonna do a little bit more paint. I'm gonna put more paint in these 3 dishes. So yeah, let's do that now. Okay, empecemos. Very scared. I like it. This area here looks a little like it could be softer, you know, the gradient, but it's gonna be fine. You know, you know what I may do? Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna do another coat of these 2 colors when this is dry. Maybe let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna leave this illustration here. I'm gonna leave it drying, and tomorrow we can do one more coat. Let me show you something. I'm gonna leave this aside. We're gonna leave it to dry for tomorrow, but let me show you here. This is my template for the illustrations. I always use this template to trace the bear, and also here you can see that he has some clouds, because sometimes I make these designs that they have the clouds always in the same area, and I change the colors. You know, I always paint it different, but the clouds I make them in the same area. So I use this template so the bear is always centered and positioned in the same place, and also it has the same proportions. And what I do is I put my paper, my watercolor paper, on top of this template, and I use this tracing, how can I say, tracing mat, tracing tracing tray. I don't know what to call it, tracing table, I guess. So it's power here. You connect it with a USB cable. You connect it to whatever source of power I have. Here I have this power bank. So what I do is this here, and then I put the paper and I trace it. So this black frame, you see this black frame, it has the, let me show you, it has the size of the watercolor sheets that I use. So this way I know that, you see, it's centered this way I can center it, and all the illustrations, they have this exact same size. So yeah, this is how I do it, and I've used this template a lot, and yeah, it's very easy, very convenient for me. So yeah, let's stop the video here and let's continue tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Day 2. Welcome back to my studio. This is the next day. Here you can see what I did yesterday, and I'm not very happy about it. I mean, it's fine. We need to work more on this. But you know, when illustrations are half done, when I'm halfway there, I always get a little bit of this feeling of like I'm doing something wrong. But I think that's half true and also half false, like an illusion is normal. It's always when it looks half baked, it's always gonna look ugly. So I just need to continue working. But yeah, this is what I did yesterday, and now we're gonna continue with this illustration. I hope I can finish it today. I want to finish it today. I need to go and clean my water. This is the water from yesterday. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, so this is where we left yesterday. Today I'm gonna do another coat of all the colors, and I'm gonna try to make the gradient a little more, the colors a little deeper, all the colors. And then after that I'm gonna do a little lifting. Okay, what if this time we start from below? Why not? Why not? So now I feel much better about this illustration. Yeah, I'm very happy with the, let me show you. See, I'm very happy with this lavender color. Now I'm gonna let this dry. My idea was to do some lifting here and there, here and there, to get something like clouds. Okay, I think that we are done with this. I'm actually very happy with how the lifting turned out. It looks very, I think it looks nice. I'm still gonna do a little bit of retouching here and there with color pencils. Something that I really like doing is using color pencils when I use watercolor. So I was thinking that for this illustration I can use some of my color pencils to accentuate the clouds. For example, using a little bit of white for the lighter parts and also using color for the edges. Let's see if I can find colors that would suit this. I know that I have colors that are just what I need, so let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I have these color pencils. These are actually watercolor pencils, so I'm gonna use them to make these edges a little sharper. Okay, so let's continue with this. Let me show you what I have here. Here I have this is my Super Mario Maker 2 lunchbox. I got it for when the game was released. I think at Target they gave it to me when I bought the game. And here is where I store all my acrylic gouache. I like using the Holbein acrylic gouache, acryla gouache I think it's called. And so for this illustration, first I was thinking about making his face look like with red tones, but now I'm thinking about maybe green. I'm not sure what to do. I have so many colors that I like here. Also, like yellow could be fine. Yellow could be cute. Or what about like using some primary colors? Maybe like blue, yellow, red, and green. Oh no, yeah. Oh, what I can do is to paint the face with lots of different colors, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 colors. Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. Yeah, I think that could be cute. Yeah, I think this could be cute to paint each part with a different color. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry now. I'm liking how it's turning out. I think it's almost finished, but I'm gonna let it dry now, and then I'm gonna come back to decide if it needs something more, if it needs some more pencil, color pencil. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I think this is done. So what I did is that I let this dry and I got closer to the window so I could see it better. And I realized that the borders were not like super clean. So what I did is that with the remaining watercolor paint that I had in my little dishes, I just reactivated that, and then I went with a brush and I cleaned, using the colors, I cleaned the lines and made it sharper, and now it looks much better. So yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out, and let me know what you think. And that's it. This is more or less the process that I follow for all my illustrations. I take around 2 days. You know, for my oil paintings, I normally plan everything beforehand with lots of digital sketching and deciding colors beforehand. But for illustrations, I always try to be a little bit more creative in the moment. You know, I try to have a little bit more fun, and this is the one that I made this time. What do you think? Let me know in the comment, please. What do you think? I'm happy with this. I think it's cute. I'm glad that I decided to make the eyes and, you know, the full face to have different colors. I think this is cute. I kind of would like to make a sticker with this design. Maybe making like a digital version of this illustration and then making a vinyl sticker with it. I think that could be cute. So yeah, next time that I make a video, you're gonna see it framed. I normally frame these illustrations with cheap frames from IKEA. So when my clients buy them, they can frame them with their own frames, like a better frame that suits their space. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked it, and see you in the next video. Take care. Like and subscribe.